Let's go live to Vanessa Neumann, a former Venezuelan American diplomat, and she's the founder of Asymmetrica, a geopolitical risk research and defence technology advisory firm. Thanks very much for joining us now from Montana. So we still don't have the full details on who was on board or if anyone was killed or injured, but could this provoke a reaction, do you think, from Venezuela at all?
Thank you for having me on this evening. I think it's, as I said last week to Daniel Chirinos of NTN24, this is pretty much as we expected, that it is a play. And if you follow the listing, it was, Venezuela poses a threat to national security. It is a state-sponsored, very transnational organized crime and terrorist group, and the deportation of Venezuelans and the designation of Treinta de Aragua and of Cartel de los Soles, and tying it back to Maduro, has been a very systematic, prolonged along the timeline strategy that has led up to this moment. I'm sure will lead, to reaction from Maduro. He was already reacting yesterday. He's been posting videos of Venezuelans, in defense of their territory. But I don't think this isn't going to be an incursion. This is not going to be played out the way Maduro has been marketing it. It's going to be exactly the way it has played out today, which is a drug interdiction becomes a heated war event, a battle, and then it escalates. And then if it continues to escalate, it could become an exfil operation. If you look at the material off the coast of Venezuela, it's more suited to an exfil and very aggressive drug interdiction than an incursion.
I'm just very sorry, apologies for that. I'm conscious of time, so I just had to interrupt there. Why are, in your opinion, US warships stationed there in the first place? I mean, on the one hand, Trump says it's to stop narco drug trafficking. On the other hand, Venezuela is accusing it of attempting for regime change.
Well, the sort of, Venezuela's go-to line, the Chavista go-to line is that whenever something happens to them that they don't like, they try and accuse the United States as, these evil imperialists who are attempting regime change. The point of the matter is they are the largest drug trafficking organization in the world. There are decades of evidence from many, many countries to do this. They are torturers and, committing rights against humanity. They've forced a quarter of their people into exodus because of torture and famine and fear. So they're not really in a position to complain too much. Claiming Ukraine regime change is normal for them. What this is about is that the United States is finally taking seriously the fact that Venezuela poses a serious threat. And this is also an economic encircling, and to ensure that Russia and Iran do not come to Maduro's aid.
Right. Thank you very much, Vanessa Neumann. Sorry, we'll have to end it there. Thank you always for your thoughts and speaking to Al Jazeera.
Thank you very much.